Sorry about that. Hello everybody, good morning, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time, all the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. Guys, today in this show, we're gonna talk about Bitcoin, of course, first and foremost. I'm gonna show you a pattern that's a very exposed. I'm gonna give you a link to a video I made only for TI Fans Club, so you can check that video out on the pattern that I'm gonna explain to you right now. We're gonna talk about new coins, we're gonna talk about Pulse Chain, we're gonna talk about BRC20 coins and stuff like that, and I'm gonna show you, Sheila, new guy on YouTube that you might, wanna watch, because he had some, interesting ideas, and, he makes very, nice videos. That's that. How's everybody doing in the chat? Kevin, first, good morning, Kevin. David, lol, how you doing, man? Good morning, Jurgen. Yo, boy, good morning, Jurgen. How you doing, David? USA starting to backpedal on regulations. I haven't been watching what USA is doing, but who cares about what USA is doing? We are not in USA, at least me. Morning, Krista. What's up? Bruno, how you doing, man? Hamdi, long time no see. Debuting, what's up? That's the center plan is becoming debuting indefinitely. And yeah, I was just thinking like debuting. That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. And right now I see that debuting and the center plan is the same guy. So reverse the rebranding. It didn't work. Good morning, Dr. Carla. How you doing, man? The green is gobbling. Yo, what's up? Anthony, morning, dude. What's up, everybody? So today's Sunday. We're gonna do a pre-weekly close. Pre-weekly close Bitcoin daily video. Check out what's happening in Bitcoin. What can we expect on the weekly candle? What's gonna happen next? We're gonna talk about, like we said, about Pulse Chain, BRC20 tokens, some kind of new coins. What is good stuff to invest in? Because I've been thinking lately, about this Pulse Chain stuff and stuff like that. Doesn't matter. Let's talk about where are we gonna start? Let's talk about Bitcoin over here. And Bitcoin up here, let's go to another chart over here. Maybe this chart over here is nice because, reasons. And there is the line, because you can see up here, this on the 4-hourly time frame. Over here, my line is not hitting this on the dollar because I drew it like this over here. But, Milana has a better, better lines on this one. So it goes something like this over here, down there, and goes over here, and you can see that we have hit the bottom down here on the channel. So let's change this on the daily up here as well. It goes down here, up here somewhere, right? Wait, it goes something like this up here. Let's just put a line, and up there again, right? So this is Mladen's channels over here again. Let's just remove the moving average so we can see this a little bit better. We know that we are still below the support levels, major support levels 27.6 and 27.2. We are below those levels, but we did hit this channel on the dollar down here at 25, a little bit up here, not 25.3, but 25.8, give or take. We did hit this move towards downside. Ever since we are up here, we said this already started looking bad. We are creating double top up here. We broke the double top. This was supposed to go more towards downside. It is going towards downside, but it's not dumping towards downside, which is actually quite nice thing. Very, very good. Even up here when we had this line over here, we came to retest that line, and we still didn't majorly dump down. Right now we are below this major support line, but we are still not dumping big time towards downside, which is actually very nice. So price is actually holding okay, and we are not dumping that much today. Even today up here we got a little bit of a green candle up here, but it does already look a little bit bullish. So I'm going to talk about that. So on the weekly time frame, let's go to another chart up here. On the weekly time frame, let's pop the moving average so we can see actually what's happening up here. You'll see that the weekly time frame did hit the 200 moving average up here on very closely, and right now it's bouncing off that 200 moving average. But we will most likely, unless something happens today, we will get a lower low on the chart. So this over here is low, and this is lower low towards downside, and we got also this this move towards downside. So you can see up here that we have been going towards downside over here. So this last pass has been a downtrend, but this does not have to mean that we are going to continue going in that direction. You'll see over here, this didn't happen on the weekly time frame. Over here we had a higher high, over here we had a higher high, even down here we had had a higher high. So this is the right now it's the first time on the weekly time frame that we are getting a lower high. But where do we see that? On the daily time frame up here, something like this. Over here we had a lower low, right? On the daily time frame we had a lower low and we still explode towards the upside. So you know, are we gonna get a lower low and still explode towards the upside? That depends to be seen. But for this move up here, for this move to become bullish again, it needs to get above previous channel up here. It needs to get above previous channel, and this channel over here, it needs to get out of this channel towards the upside, you know. So I would say that it needs to get out of the channel. There is a couple of moving averages up here. Moving averages need to get out of the channel above the moving averages and back inside this you know, this rising channel up here towards the upside, and that's around 29k give or take, you know, for a move. So until we are back above 29k give or take, let's put it up here until we are back above 29k, you know, we cannot actually assume that we are, you know, made strongly bullish. So we're not strongly bullish, but we have a very good chance to bounce, and I'm going to show you why. Also, these major you know, support levels previous that we just broke towards the downside, we need to break them. So we need to break the you know, major support levels, we need to break the midline, we need to get out of the channel, we need to get inside other channel. Everything happens above 29k. So if you see 29k, it's probably already done, and we are going very much higher. Then after the 29k, we are, you know, a couple of more resistance levels before we break towards the upside. But you know, there is that. I am in no way, shape or form, you know, on a long-term bearish still yet. There is definitely other things that needs to happen before we become, you know, strongly bearish. So you know, we are bullish, and only in the short term up here we have been bearish, and right now we are turning a little bit more bullish towards the upside. And let me show you why. Now, first and foremost, let me link. I'll post in the chat this video. Let's open up here. There is this video up here, this mover up here. I made the video explosive shoe pattern. This is TF Fans Club only. TF Fans Club exclusive shoe pattern. This is not on YouTube. Technically it is on YouTube, but it's not, you know, listed on YouTube. I'll post in the chat so you guys can see that. I'll even pin the comment up here. It's just because, you know, YouTube is a little bit, you know, stupid like that. Over here, let's there we go. So this is explosive shoe pattern, and it is very interesting pattern. It does happen a lot of time. It is very explosive, and it is very, very bullish. So what am I talking about? So if you go up here, let's go to another chart up here. This over here, this what's happening down here, it does look like a explosive shoe pattern. So you have a big fast move towards downside, some kind of V-shaped pattern. You do this move up here towards upside, and then you explode up here. So this up here, this explosive shoe pattern. And why do I call it explosive shoe pattern? Because oftentimes when this move happens, this first move, you get up here, we get this shoe pattern that goes all the way down to the bottom, and then jumps up here and then continues towards upside. A bearish shoe pattern would be something like, you know, instead of doing this move up here, it does this move over here. That's a bearish shoe pattern. But this explosive shoe pattern, once it does this move up here, it does this small curve up here and then explodes towards the upside, at least from my experience. So this is what I'm looking over here on the chart, and I'm thinking this might actually be an explosive shoe pattern, because it did the big fast move down. We did tap the very major support level, we bounce off that, we are right now curving up here, or you know, maybe just even kind of going sideways. You're gonna see on Ethereum this is also happening. So I'm thinking this might actually become you know, very explosive pattern towards the upside. So whether this is just gonna go to the 50 moving average on the 4 hour, whether this is gonna break towards the upside, I do not know, but I think the next move might be very, very nice. Now today is Sunday, and these are 4-hourly candles. So you know, this is Sunday, 4-hourly candles. So all the way up here is Monday, something like this, right? Over here, all the way here, it's Monday. So are we gonna do something like this up here before we go up, or something like this up here before we go up? I do not know how it's gonna happen, but I believe the next move up here should be towards the upside. You'll also see the same pattern up here, better, you know, up here on the Ethereum, and Ethereum is doing the same thing, big explosive move towards the downside, some kind of double bottom down here with these wicks up here, explosive towards the upside, and right now it's doing this curvature move up here towards the upside. So I do definitely look that, you know, we might have explosive move towards the upside up here right now in the short term, because this is on the 4-hourly time frame, so it's not gonna play out, you know, to 300k, but it is explosive shoe pattern the way I see it. This pattern might also be on other altcoins. I haven't actually seen that, but you can see up here that it is looking very, very nice. It does this curvature up here, and then once it breaks this towards upside, it explodes. So I'm looking for explosion on the small time frames, so there will be some kind of movement. Bullishness will come, I think. And in the long term up here, although we are getting lower low and stuff like that, let's go to the Bitcoin chart over here. We're getting to lower low and stuff like that. We are still not below, you know, these significantly major support levels. That's 24.3, and the other one is the 200 moving average. Yes, we are below this one up here at 24.7, but 200 moving average, we tapped that. We are still above 20 moving average. We're still above 24.3. Long term, you know, still a long term bullish up here. You know, in the long term up here, wherever this line goes, something like this up here towards the bottom down here, you can see the 20 moving average. There is very good chance for bounce over here right now, where we are right now, you know, and then continue towards upside up here. Then maybe explode towards upside and, you know, go up there to where we should go. I'm still, you know, a little bit on the sidelines when it comes to whether this is the top on the what is Bitcoin up here. I'm still a little bit on the sidelines whether this is the top for Bitcoin right now. Around, you know, 23k, because people are still expecting, you know, the big move and then, you know, crash towards the downside. It is more, you know, we've been raging almost 2 months over here in the sideways action up here, so a pullback towards the downside might actually happen. I'm not saying that this cannot go. I'm just saying that in the short term we might, you know, have a small move towards the upside. In the short term we might have a small move towards the upside. But can this go just a little bit up here and then, you know, continue going towards the downside? Definitely can. So we're gonna see, you know, once this move towards the upside happens, you know, what's gonna happen on the way towards the downside. Are we gonna break the resistance level, or are we just gonna get rejected and go down again? Right now we are creating this bottom down here at 26.7 or something like that, right? So if you go up and you see going back down again below 26.7 or something like that, this might actually continue going towards the downside. So we are not, again, we are not completely bullish. Long term we are still bullish because we are still in the trend and everything looks nice and dandy. But once this trend actually ends, you know, we gotta redo our technical you know, analysis and figure out, you know, what's gonna happen next. But right now, you know, again, we are not bearish. We are not bearish. That's the most important thing. Let's see up here. Yeah, so there was this guy. There was this guy on YouTube called. Yeah, what is he called? I tweeted about the guy. And his name is, let's see up here, this guy, Gerard. Bitcoin Strategy he is called. He has a very nice video. So, you know, when Pulse Chain launched, Hex went down 50%. So I was looking for some kind of answer for why, you know, Hex is gonna go down 50%, and he has the Hex explosion incoming. You know, it's gonna go down, and he explains it based on supply. Sorry, based on state coins that are getting unlocked. So there is a whole bunch of unlocked coins that are gonna get a whole bunch of Hex coins that are gonna get unlocked around, you know, this state. And he was saying, like, if only 10% of those get sold off, we're gonna drop down 50% because, you know, the liquidity and stuff like that, right? And that's actually what happened. We dropped down 50%, but there is other reason why we might have dropped down. But now, before we continue over here, he also had a video about BRC20 tokens, best wallet to join the hype, and the best way to make money. This latest video, he was talking about, you know, best way to make money is the new coins, new things, right? When people are not really interested in learning about these new stuff and you know, figuring it out, that's the best time to, you know, start stuff early. So he's still talking about BRC20 tokens, but it got me a little bit thinking about, you know, right now that Pulse Chain is has launched, and even Ivan on Tech said it's the new coins, you know, these cycle coins that have the most gains. It's not the coins from, you know, two cycles back. It is the new coins. So I was thinking a little bit. I can shield this guy in the chat as well. Anybody talking about Sui? Yeah, we're gonna talk about Sui either. So I was thinking a little bit like what are the good, you know, new coins that might actually perform or not. Like what are new coins that have just come out? And I've seen two coins that people are talking about. One is Sui coin. This is Sui. This is one coin you can see here. It started down here at 0.1. Right now it went 10x, and right now pulling back down here. So it is actually 10x from the bottom towards the top. It already did a 10x, right, from the bottom towards the top. So people are, you know, exactly 1000%. Technically 11x up here, but people are still, you know, talking about Sui and what's gonna happen next. The other one coin is Edu. You can see over here Edu as well. It also started down here at 0.05, something like that. Right now it did, I don't know how much. It did probably more than 10x. It did 2000% up here, but they are following almost the same kind of patterns up here towards the upside. That's like what is the, you know, the next big new coin? What's gonna happen next in this cycle? And the new coins might have. The new coins might have the best. What am I clicking up here? I want to click over here. This one thing over here. The new coins might have actually the best performance of all the coins, right? So I don't know if it's gonna be Suya, Ed, or something else, right? But you guys need to be on the lookout for whatever new is coming out, right? Because whatever new coming out has the most chance to, you know, to be the next hype. The next big thing, right? So whether that's gonna be these BRC20 tokens, and you might check this guy's channel, or check other channels, or it's gonna be Pulsion, or it's gonna be something else. Pulsion is one of these big, you know, there hasn't come you know, a lot of layer one chains out there right now that might actually, you know, do something. But you know, Pulsion is actually out there right now, and it has a lot of hype, so it might, you know, something might happen with that. Something might happen with that. So this Edu right now, it went in, you know, it went out piley, it pulled back, right now consolidating up here. So is doing almost the same kind of pattern up here as a 50 moving average up here again. We are still looking for this to find some kind of bottom and then, you know, do this over here. And these are low cap altcoins. I think they are both below 100 million or something like that. So they do have a chance to, you know, perform over a while, right? And since there are new coins, they're not that, you know, correlated with Bitcoin and stuff like that just yet. Just yet. Now, Pulse chain, guys. Pulse chain is the big thing that people are talking about. So yes, you know, 2-3 days ago it was BRC20 tokens. You know, before that it was you know, the meme coins. So right now it's the BRC20 coins. Now what's gonna happen with the BRC20 coins? I'm a little bit unsure. I think BRC20 coins are a little bit like meme coins, because they don't have that much, you know, usability and utility on them. So you know what's gonna happen, and the network is really slow once people start piling in. And we didn't even have people start piling in. We just had, you know, small amount of fan base start piling in on BRC20 tokens, and it already got very slow, and Bitcoin network already kind of crashed. And you know, I might be wrong on this, but it feels like BRC20 tokens, like it is on some kind of top. And you might say, oh, it's made, how can it be in some kind of top? It's only, you know, 100 million up there. You know, it's actually only half a billion in market cap, total market cap, BRC20 tokens. How can it be at the top? Because the hype already happened. Everybody has already talked about BRC20 tokens, like what's gonna happen next. So I think BRC20 token needs to go through some kind of, you know, some kind of change, and then it might continue towards upside. It might continue as well, you know, I don't know, but I kind of don't see BRC20 tokens to be that exciting. That said, what is exciting is Pulse chain. Pulse chain is a layer 1 chain. It just got released yesterday, or before that, 24 hours ago, something like that, right? So we got a Pulse chain up here, pulsechain.com. It just got released. The Pulse chain mainnet has launched, and right now all of the coins on Pulse chain has zero value because there is no bridge. The bridge is still on testnet. The bridge is not live. The message will go away, and Pulse chain mainnet bridge is live. So when bridge is live, this message will go away, and this bridge will be able to be fully functional. And what bridge does is allows you to swap coins from Pulse chain to Ethereum chain, swap coins, and then the price discovery happens, right? Because right now nobody knows what Pulse chain is worth, what Pulse X is worth, what Hex is worth on Pulse chain and stuff like that, because you have let's see, so pulsex.com. Let's go to pulsex.com over here. And nobody knows actually what this stuff is worth, right? So you got a Pulse X, Hex, some kind of incentive, wrapped Pulse, right? But Pulse and Pulse X and Hex, nobody knows what they are actually worth, because people cannot bridge the tokens. You cannot trade Ethereum for Pulse just yet, right? We need to wait for this bridge to open, and then you can find discovery. Because right now, you can see the ratio, what is better between the Pulse and Pulse X or a Hex on Pulse chain and PLS, but you cannot see the value. So the bridge is opening in, I think, in the next 24 hours, and people will figure out what it is actually worth. But nobody actually knows. So when it comes to new stuff, the Pulse chain is new, Edu is new, Sui is very new. These new stuff, new coins that come out and new chains that come out, they might perform well in the next bull market because they're new. Nobody knows what the market cap top for, from previous cycle is for these new coins, and oftentimes that is the case. When new coin stuff come out, stuff starts to happen. Hex, once Pulse chain launched, exactly on the day, Hex dumped down something like 60% towards the downside. And the way I found the guy that I just shilled in the chat was actually that I was looking for reasons why Hex might actually dump. So one of the reasons might be that the Hex is getting, staked Hex is getting unlocked. 1.16 billion or 1.6 billion or something like that Hex was getting unlocked, and it was his theory is that if you just sell 10% of that, the price should fall 50%. That might be one case. The second reason why Hex dumped 50-60% might be because a lot of people bought Hex before the mainnet went live. Why? Because once the mainnet goes live, then you get copies of whatever you have on Ethereum chain on the Pulse chain. So people bought Hex expecting the mainnet happen. Mainnet happened, and as soon as it happened, everybody dumped at the same time that they bought, because they got a copy of the Hex, and then the price went 58% time. And the third reason why it might have gone down 50-60% is because Hex got copied. So they figure out the supply, total supply on both chains got doubled, and then the price, average price should be 50% lower. At least that's my take on it, right? So Hex went down 50-60%. So which one of these reasons is actually reasons really doesn't matter. The thing is that when it comes to Pulse chain, it needs still something like one more day, I think on Monday or something like that. The bridge will open, and then the true discovery will happen. So the word people that sacrificed on the Pulse chain and Pulse X, they don't have actually any idea what did they bought the top or bought the bottom, because right now by some kind of calculations, all the calculations are worth zero because we don't have actually any prices. Pulse X and Pulse chain are up 3x from sacrificing price. So whatever that means, right? So we're gonna see that. But Pulse chain, Edu, Sui, all of these new coins, the thing that you should take from this video is all new coins might have a good chance to perform very well in the next bull market. Why? Because they're new coins. Nobody knows what the top is, right? Now, Richard Hard is a big, personality in crypto. People call him a scammer. Doesn't matter. He made Hex. He made Pulse chain launched without any problems whatsoever, right? He's making stuff. Ivan on Tech is shilling Pulse chain. Ran from the Banter channel, right? He's shilling Pulse chain. Altcoin Daily, also a guy with a billion subs, is shilling Pulse chain. BitBoy will be shilling Pulse chain. All of these big influencers will be shilling Pulse chain. Has Pulse chain and chance to do well? Maybe, maybe not. We're gonna see that. But New stuff, look out for new stuff, because new stuff will come, new things will pop out. I'm a little bit unsure whether the next big hype is gonna be BRC20 tokens or not, but there is that, new stuff. That's the thing that I want to, you know, the message that I wanted to get out today, is that new stuff is the thing that might actually pump. So Bitcoin, again, I'm still looking for this, you know, explosion up here towards upside, this explosive shoe pattern up here. Check out the video that's linked in the comments. And besides that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed daily. I hope you have a nice time. I'm gonna go and do something in the garden. It's a very nice, you know, day. It's Sunday, very nice day. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm gonna go out, do stuff. I don't know, cream garden. And that is that. My Cardano bullishness has never faded, by the way. Cardano is down by a bunch. I still think it's gonna perform well because it's been here forever. The question is how well, when, and stuff like that, right? Where is Cardano up here? There is Cardano. Also, when it comes to Cardano, I really like this over here. You can see up here that we went up to the 50 moving average, reject right now, pulling back down, but this 50 moving average is curving up here. So we are on the support level, 50 moving average curving. So if you do a move above the 50 moving average, I think it's going to go back up here towards top, and then, you know, it's just time before it actually continues towards the upside. We got a 200 moving average right now on Cardano up here. So we might see a very nice move up to the 200 moving average up here to 0.62 or something like that on the weekly time frame eventually. Not quite there yet, but, you know, that might happen. So we're gonna see, because the trends have been, you know, when it comes to Cardano, the trends have been, you know, they have been breaking for a long time right now. Over here you can see the trend break, and the trends are definitely 100% breaking up here, and even this one up here trend. You can see up here every single time it was breaking up here, and it still continues up here. Oh, I think it goes something. Where does the next line goes? It goes something like this up here. It tried to break up here and pull back, but right now it's getting in between. It's getting the way I see it, it's getting inside this, you know, channel up here. Sorry, triangle up here. And if he manage to break up here on triangle, even this line up here is broken. You can see up here that we failed that move. This move up here. So you want to see these, you know, curvatures going towards the upside. You want to see this curvature happening, right? And over here we need to break this 50 moving average. So right now sitting on the 20 moving average, this is some kind of triangle over here. It needs to do a little bit move towards the upside, and then it's above that, and it might actually go. So if Bitcoin does decide to, you know, pump, that might be very, very nice. Again, guys, check out the video that I linked in the chat if you want to learn more about the explosive shoe pattern. And I'm expecting a small short explosion up here in the price eventually. Have a nice day, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.